Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video, I'm doing a review of the Practical Paper Co planner. So in my usual fashion, I had no self-control and I ended up with 3 notebooks from them. The reason being, you can customize. So you can make a custom notebook, which is what I did with this one. You can choose your different page layout options. I opted for a dot grid and then turned it into a bullet journal. I did a whole nother video for that one, so I'll include the link below. I also did a pen test in this one as well. So if you're interested, again, link will be below. Then they have a whole bunch of different weekly layout options that you can choose from. You can have a medium-sized one or an A5. You can have the refills or get it bound. You can choose different cover designs. There's lots of different options. So I couldn't choose. I opted for both the A5 and the medium page size in my favorite layout, which I'll show you in a sec. So first, let's have a look at the refill option. So if you purchase the refills, it sadly does not come with a cover, so I will be DIYing my own. I'll include the link below if you are interested in learning more about how I DIY a cover. And then the pages come unpunched, and then I got my arc punch and just punched all the pages and added them to some arc discs. If you have the Mambi Happy Planner, you could also punch it with that one and use the Mambi discs. These discs from Arc are the smallest size they have, which is between around about 0.75 and 1 inch. So they're not too big and it only just fit all of the pages. I had to really kind of push the last ones back to get them on there. It is a 12-month planner, and so is this larger size one as well. You choose the start month, which is always great. You don't have to start at the calendar or academic year. You can start it whenever you like. And the pages are really nice bright white, as you can see. Again, that pen test that I've done will be linked below. Did it for the bullet journal. So that was the A5 one. Now I got the same layout for the A5 as I did for the larger one. So it's probably easier if I show you on this because it's like a proper planner, and then I'll show you the comparison in size between the A5 and this medium one. So this one I got coil bound. I had this really pretty marble cover. They also had a really nice glitter one, which I nearly got, but I opted for the marble instead. You can customize the cover, so I added my name. This one is around about the same thickness as my punched arc one ended up, so I would say about 1/2 inch. It very tightly squeezes onto that coil, but I actually kind of like that because some planners have a really bulky, clunky coil which gets in the way when writing. This one is not going to get in the way. It's just everything just fits perfectly on it. The cover has that frosted cover that I see some planners do, and I actually really prefer that to laminate. So they have this frosted version, or I got the laminate version on my bullet journal. Out of both of them, I definitely prefer this frosted cover with the kind of like cardstock design for the pattern, which is also printed on the back of it as well. So this planner does not have tabs. I think they had them if you paid extra, but I opted not to. You can just add some sticky notes or use like a little paper clip to keep your place. So I opted to do that. Now the planner is a horizontal days of the week on the left, and then on the right side of the page is a notes and list page similar to this. So let me just show you the monthly first. So the monthly is pretty standard 2-page calendar. It is a USA planner, so it has the USA holidays printed. I opted to start it in September. Like I said, you can start it whenever you want. Just decided September would be a good time to start it. It starts on a Sunday for the monthly spread, and then on the weekly, it starts on a Monday. So unfortunately, it's not consistent. The notes sidebar, just open-ended line notes, do whatever you like with it. And very simple calendar layout, as you can see. And the other thing I should probably note, which I tend to do for all of my reviews. So this one here, it has grey boxes when it starts the next month. It doesn't just leave them blank. So if you did want to use these boxes, or you do use them for like reminders or goals or whatever for the month, you can just wipe that out and then you have your blank boxes back again. Now the weekly spread. This spread might be a little bit boring to some people, but I really just love this layout. It's very functional. I've made so many printable versions of this over the years, and it's the one weekly spread that I always come back to. It always works really well. The days of the week all separated, everything, appointments, I use it for blog planning, everything is kept on one side of the page, and then all of your lists is clustered on the other side. Everything is organized, it's very functional, and there's plenty of list making space. I just find that I can fit so much more on 2 pages rather than having to sometimes end up using 3 with certain weekly layouts. So just love this layout all around. The only thing that I would say is a con with this version is that the Practical Paper Co. include quite a large margin down the bottom here. So as you can see, there is no like divider line. So Sunday could really be that much, whereas Saturday is only that much. So I would probably get some washi tape, maybe stick that down there if you want even boxes for each day. But really they should have just expanded that out so you get more space on the room, you know, push that up a little bit, and then you could have bigger boxes for each day, but it's still a functional horizontal layout. And then over here, you could use this for notes or as a checklist. Love this little column they've added, and tick it off when you've done it. And then down the bottom, they have 2 boxes. Don't really understand details. I probably wouldn't use it for that. I might use it for like reminders or a weekly review. Could draw up a little habit tracker thing in this box or stick a sticker there. Kind of open-ended, but yeah, very functional. The line spacing is a little bit closer together than most planners have. I think it's less than 0.25. I will measure it and note it in the description box below if you're interested. So the same layout, I got it repeated the whole way through the planner. So at the end of each month, if I can just find one. So you have the 2-page spread, and then it goes straight into the month. And then at the end of each month, it just starts the weekly spreads again. So there's no monthly planning page. You only really have that notes column to plan your month, which I think is another reason why accompanying notebook, an excuse to buy another one. If you need a bit more room, then you could get one of the other notebooks that they have to create some extra space. Now for a comparison between the A5 and the medium size, let's have a look. So the line spacing is, first off the bat, is a little bit narrower in the A5 than the larger size, so they have proportionally reduced the design to fit the smaller page size. And the weekly spread, as you can see, it's all pretty relative. You've got the same design, it's just shrunk down to suit the smaller page size. The space to write each day, a little bit smaller, probably by about not even 1/4 of an inch. So you still get quite a roomy space to write in the A5. And let's just compare the monthly calendar. As you can see, the boxes obviously again proportionally reduced. It's all the same no matter what planner you purchase. It's all going to start on a Sunday. And yep, same boxes, shaded, all the holidays pre-printed. Everything's just proportionally reduced for A5. So my favorite one out of the 2, I couldn't decide, so I just got both. My favorite, I think, would be the larger one, just because it's got a slightly bigger writing space and the line spacing slightly bigger as well. So if you're undecided, I would go with the medium one, and if you are looking for something that's compact, go with the A5. If you're interested in learning how to arc a notebook or what the heck the arc system is and desk bound and all that stuff in general, I'll include a link below to like a tutorial that I did on that if you're interested. So I hope you found this review helpful, and again I'll also have the bullet journal that I got from Practical Paper as well linked below. Don't forget to subscribe. I usually post a couple of planner review videos each week.